Hello friends, welcome to the Car Guide. My name is Rishabh and today we have the India's safest entry-level hatchback here with us, the Tata Tiago with 4-star NCAP rating. And today we are going to do it the detailed review, the walk-around analysis, the car guide style in which we cover all the points like real-life mileage, whether it's the interior space, whether it's the driver's comfort, whether it's the safety point, whether it's the best rate, and quickest delivery with test drives as well. So we are going to cover each and everything. So watch it till the end. However, before continuing this video, I would like to tell you, if you are from Punjab, you're looking to buy a new car, whether it's the Tiago or any other car, any other brand, I don't care actually, but if you want to get the best rates, quickest delivery and also some test drives at your home, then you should definitely fill out a little form in the description with your name, number and the car you're interested in, and definitely my team will call you and they will arrange a test drive, provide the best rates and the quickest delivery as well. This service is only for Punjab right now, but don't you worry, if you're not from Punjab, this service is going to be available for you guys later, around 1 or 2 months later. So stay tuned with us. Starting with the walk around this vehicle, you get a very aggressive yet cute looking grille. It's a very small grille, but you get a chrome garnish underneath it and a black gloss finish on the top, which gives it a very good look and a very good design. And on the headlamp side, it is a very aggressive one. In this segment, I don't think any other car is as good looking, as aggressive as the Tiago. You get a blacked out cap on the headlights, then you get a halogen bulb here with turn indicators and LED DRLs, and underneath there are fog lamps, and the bumper is dual tone, which looks really good and you will definitely fall in love with it. And it gives a very good road presence, and to add it more, make it look more aggressive and sexier, you get 15 inches alloy wheels here. If you talk about the section here, 175/60 R15, the tire size is perfectly good. For safety measures, you also get disc brakes on the front tires as well, so it's a really good thing. Then we have the ORVMs here, which are blacked out. You get the turn indicators. Obviously there are no roof rails, but the roof is all black, so it gets a dual tone treatment on the top model. Then you get plain door handles here. You get a little key fob there, and for the entry of course. And if we talk about the rear profile of this vehicle, you get very stylish tail lamps here, which do not resemble the front light, but they look quite good as well. The spoiler is a little sporty with these left and right elements over here. Blacked out, it gets a really good look with the all over body. Then you get the defogger design like this with the wiper as well. You get the high stop lamp here with the Tiago badging, and which is done by many companies nowadays. Even Hyundai company is doing this with every other model. They are providing this badging, and Tata is also providing a Tiago badge, Tigor badge, Nexon badge or Harrier badge like this. You get the Tata logo here, the reverse camera here with dual tone bumpers and reverse parking sensors, 2 reverse parking sensors here, and the dual tone bumper actually gives a very sporty and good road presence to the vehicle overall. Starting with the features of this vehicle, you get steering mounted controls here, where you can control the volume, accept call, reject call, and obviously you get the 7-inch digital touchscreen here, where you get Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, and you also get a fully automatic temperature control here, and USB port here, 12-volt socket with aux wire as well. Then you get a little chrome garnish here and there, digital instrument cluster, the wiper controls are on the left, the light controls are on the right, the fog lamp actually turns on from here. Then unlock lock feature is from here. The small chrome elements, glossy black, piano black finishing, and the chrome here also looks very elegant and soothing to the eye, especially on the AC vents. You get a good chrome lining on the side as well, and the door handle also is piano black and chrome combination. Cherry on the cake are the 8 speaker system by Harman, which are 4 speakers and 4 tweeters, and these are the best in segment, no doubt at all, even better than some sedans under 10 lakhs. And these speakers are amazing and you will fall in love with them for sure. And some features are left, of course. I'll list them here for your convenience. Talking about the space management here, you get ample amount of storage on the cooled glove box here. Then you get a double panel story here where you can keep all the stuff, and then you have this storage for wallet, shades, keys, mobile. Although you cannot keep your car keys because this is a normal key, you don't get a push button start here, and you have to start the car like this only. Then but you get on the storage side, you get cup holders here, small 3 cup holders which are uniquely designed, and some storage here as well for coins, rubber bands maybe. And on the door side you get one bottle each with some tissues, napkins, or newspapers or magazines of any sort if you want to keep them. And the overall storage space is good. Also you get a little storage on the right hand side here for your private things. You can keep the tickets, you can keep here, and other things like that. So do keep in that mind. I personally feel no other car in this segment provides a really good storage space like this, the Tiago. Now the build quality. So the plastics here, you can see they are actually flexible, very flexible. So it is not like they are of bad quality, they are of good quality, because you won't find any cracks or any sort very soon, because they are quite flexible, and they are actually I'm able to press them. And however, the tuck sound is what is annoying a little when you do this. Obviously you won't get any tuck sound whenever you're driving or something, but whenever you'll keep something here, or you pat here or something, then obviously you will hear that annoying sound. But overall the build quality of the buttons, the steering, the fobs, the gear lever, the hand brake, everything else is perfectly fine. Although you get plastic AC controls here, many cars are providing metal or chrome garnish here, but obviously they are high-end cars. In this segment I'm perfectly satisfied with all the build quality the company has provided to us. Now let's talk about the rear comfort for the rear passengers, of course. So you get a really good legroom, but there is a little less under thigh support. If a person is 6 feet tall and has a height, really good height, then obviously he or she will feel a little lack of under thigh support here. But you get a decent amount of headroom, and the width of the seats are perfectly fine. 3 persons can sit, but the hump between here is a little big, so the person sitting in the center would have to keep one leg on the left side, one leg on the right side, or it will have to keep the legs on the hump as well. But because there is a storage here for the bottle, cup, so you won't be able to rest your foot easily. But also there is also missing the rear AC vents here, or any USB charging of any sort, and no storage here. But you get storage on the door side. Ooh, nice thumping sound, isn't it? You felt the strong structure quality, na? I did. Never mind. The thing is that you get 8 speaker system by Harman, which is a really good one, and no other car in this segment is providing a good music system, but this has the best music system, no doubt there. The headrests are not here, they are here, but they are not usable, they are not practical, they are just a little cushion here. But I wish they could have been proper headrest here. But that's all about the rear seat comfort. Talking about some other aspects here, like the warranty, resale value, after sale service. So Tata is not very popular regarding good after sale service, and you might hear some complaints regarding Tata, but it also matters city to city. Some cities provide really good after sale service, and some cities are badly popular for their poor after sale service, and I think Tata should really work on it. Otherwise the cars are really good, and I'm a proud Indian saying that Tata is very capable of kicking all the companies out of this country. But Tata needs to improve their after sale service and engines, a little bit engines. Okay, so after sale service is done. Maintenance wise, you get 2 years warranty with 75,000 kilometers, and I think it should have been 3 years. Even with the 75,000 kilometers, because 75,000 kilometers are less if we compare it with 2 years. So because this is a petrol vehicle and people are not going to drive it a lot, and people who are going for city commutes and everything will only opt for the Tiago with small some out trips on different cities as well. But I think it should have been 3 years 75 kilometers, or 3 years 1 lakh kilometers, or something like that. You also get the extended warranty option, but obviously it's paid. So warranty could have been better. Maintenance wise, it's a very low maintenance vehicle because of its engine. It's a natural aspirated 1.2 liter engine, so you won't be spending too much money on the services. And on the other side, the resale value, Tata is also not very popular in the terms of resale value. Some cars get a good amount of resale. Tiago although is getting good amount, and good return. In return the money is coming back, and I have not heard any complaint regarding Tiago as of sort, but people are not getting good resale in Nexon. I don't know why, because it's a really good vehicle. It's better than Tiago, of course. So ultimately, resale value, you won't find any problem in the Tiago. If we talk about the competition of this vehicle, definitely this vehicle is very capable, kicking out all the cars in this segment because of its safety, because of its features, and the color options. They are really cute, and definitely it is a good competition to all the other cars in the segment. Our first and most important point is always have been the safety and security of the passengers. So Tiago in the global NCAP receives 4-star rating, safety rating, which is a really good number, and I'm actually proud about it, because Tata is an Indian brand and Tata has the most safest cars in the whole business and whole lineup in India especially, and they are providing all the cars with good safety numbers, and Tiago is one of them which has the 4-star rating, and even other cars in this segment are receiving 2 stars. There is not a single car even with a 3-star rating in this segment, but the Tiago gets 4, so that's a really good thing. You also feel very safe and secure, and you feel it is a very strongly built structure, especially when you close the door and you hear a thumping sound. You get an assurance that this is a very good engine, no doubt. This is a very safe car, no doubt at all. Now let's talk about the acceleration and braking of this vehicle. So you get a very good 86 PS power engine, and obviously this is not a very powerful engine, but it's a quite good engine, and you won't find any lack of power on the highways. You don't have to shift down very frequently to overtake any vehicle, and this is a good punchy peppy engine, not a diesel power or a turbocharged power, but definitely the 1.2 liter Revtroc engine is a good one with 86 power and 113 Newton meter of torque. The good thing about torque is it gets activated at around 3000 rpm, so that's a really good thing, and the engine gets a little noisy after 3000 rpm, but you also get the power at around that point, so it's a really okay good thing. Now the braking is very efficient, effective and confident. You get a good confidence while driving at higher speeds that you will get the braking, and you can actually drive it on higher speeds on the highways, and you won't feel any problem there. Transmission wise, you get a very balanced clutch. It is not very soft or light, you can say. It is not very heavy as well, so you get a really good balanced clutch here. And in the cities, you might get a little tired when you're driving a lot. I mean, you're stuck in a traffic from an hour or two, then obviously your leg will hurt, but ultimately if you drive casually around the city and it's a normal day, normal traffic, then you won't find any problem. And on the highways also, obviously you don't have to shift gears so much, so that's perfectly fine. The gearbox is also very lightweight, and the distance is not too much, and you can enjoy the drive, and you can frequently change shift gears basically, and you won't find any problem. So that's a really good thing with the Tiago. Next point would be the visibility. So at the visibility time, the A pillars are okay from here, but when you look down near the Twitter area, definitely the pillars get a little thicker, and also because of the ORVM controls are here, which is why it gets a little big, broad, wider at this point, which can feel a little inconvenient when you're doing corners or taking a turn, something like that. But ultimately the ORVMs, IRVM are well placed, and you won't find any issue there. So visibility, I can score around 8 to 10 for this Tiago. Let's talk about the driver's comfort here now. So definitely I am quite satisfied with the comfort I am getting because of the back support, of the under thigh support I am getting. But if the person is a 6-feeter, I mean if the height is around 6 feet, then obviously he'll feel a little lack of under thigh support. But my height is 5'8", 5'9", I don't feel any sort of under thigh support problem or anything, because I can assure you, if you're of like 5'8", 5'9" height of my height, you won't get tired at all when you're driving, for going for a long drive or driving for too much time. but definitely you won't feel as much problem. But in driver's comfort, I feel that there should have been an armrest here. It could have been a fixed armrest, not a sliding or padded one, but there should have been an armrest here, because you'll feel the lack of a support proper for your left arm. On the right side you get a armrest, of course, the door panel, but it is also plastic. It's not a padding software, but that's okay. That's not a big deal, because at the price you're getting this car, you're getting a lot of features, so it's okay. Talking about the ergonomics, all the buttons are very well placed, and the driver or me or even the co-driver, the passenger here, can easily use any buttons here, and he or she won't feel any problem. Even I won't feel any problem. The AC controls are down here, the touch screen is here, the right side for the power windows and the ORVMs, even the steering mounted controls are perfectly well placed, and I can give 100 out of 100 to Tiago for placing all the buttons here. And the space provided by the company, the storage, everything is up to the mark, so I won't feel any problem of any sort. On the suspension side, you get a very balanced suspension here. You get a little soft on in the cities for the potholes and the speed breakers, but you will definitely hear a thumping sound whenever you are crossing a speed breaker or a pothole. But it has a good part as well, because on the highways this gets very stable. The Tiago gets a really good amount of stability on higher speeds, and which is very rare in this segment. Mostly the cars in this price range are offering good city drive for soft suspension, and they do not get they do not offer good stable confident ride on the highways. But if you go with the Tiago, you will have a good drive experience on the highways, no doubt there. Talking about the steering here, this is a very lightweight steering in the cities. When you are like below 20-30 kilometers per hour, you get a very simple yet very light steering wheel here, and you can easily maneuver the vehicle as you wish. You won't find any problem of any sort. And on the higher speeds, when you are on highways, you're doing like 80-90 kilometers per hour, you get a very stable steering here, because it weighs up. The weight of the steering increases, which gives you a good confidence, especially when you're cornering on higher speeds, or you're on highways doing a sharp turn, and definitely you'll get a good feedback from the steering. Talking about the real life mileage, I'll leave the real life mileage here, because after doing all the tests, then only we'll provide you the real life mileage. So all the city, highway and cruise highway and the claimed mileage is written here. So this was everything regarding the Tata Tiago. I hope I've answered all your questions and all your queries are completed. But if still some questions are left, don't you worry. You can follow me on Instagram, and I do live sessions every Sunday 7 PM on Instagram, and then I can answer all of your questions there. So description, you'll get the link in the description below, and you should definitely check it out. Other than that, the conclusion of the vehicle, it's a really capable vehicle. It's a really good amount, affordable, budget friendly, pocket friendly vehicle, and the Tiago comes from 4.60 lakhs to 6 lakhs ex showroom only. You should definitely check it out. And do you remember that if you want to get best rates, quickest delivery and test drive of any vehicle in Punjab, check the description for more information. See you in the next video. Until then, drive safe and take care. Bye bye.